Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Faking the handoff, Howell. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
You talk about this Jets defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And Howell will throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jets at 9-4 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence. And you need that in order to go all the way.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard. Man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 3. Powell. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it. So I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves this play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Howell. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. Back to throw, Howell. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Throwing here, Howell. be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Completing the quick throw out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Howell from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll run on first down with Akers. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Peters. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Looking to throw on second down. Peters. Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Peters. He finds his man. Complete. That's Cummings.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Jets.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Throwing on first down. Peters looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cummings. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Big yardage that time for the Jets.
53 yards.
Oh, man. Disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there. Going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy by the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 77 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Peters.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down. Peters firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. That's out wide for Palmer.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Off play action. Peters. He'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Jason Myers for the Jet field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
He might be being set up here for a busy ball game already. 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
They're on the 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Foul now to throw it. That is incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The way in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Akers, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now stands at 13. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. This time they'll throw it with Howell. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 89 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On first down, Peters. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummins. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stays on his feet. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Peters. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Palmer going in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A give, running right is Akers. Howard fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Cam Akers with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down, Howell to throw. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Howell to throw on second down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to throw. Peters. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and he's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They shakes him off, and a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it, and a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 7. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they go play action with Howell. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Howell going to audible to something else. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry up. They'll go play action. Howell. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Now throwing on first down here. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Howell throwing on third down here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Howell.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal. And Howell will throw it. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Off the play fake. Peters sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets it down to the 32. 104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Throwing again. Peters. Throw left side complete. That's Cummins. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Commanders 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw. Howell.
And it's a fumble, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
But with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And quickly they get to the line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Now the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth. Howell looking to throw again.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count.
Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Austin, 29 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Peters. He finds his man. Complete. It's Cummings. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Cam Akers, 29 yards. And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd down throw for Howell. That's into the hands of Woods.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On 1st down, Howell.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing here, Howell. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Peters. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On third down, Peters. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Howell with one final shot. One last shot at the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder when the game